Okay, so this is the hardest type of equation that we are going to learn to solve this year. We are going to do word problems, but it will still be the same type of equations. So this is our last strategy, if you like, that we need to learn for equation solving. And it's called equations with pronumerals on both sides because that's exactly what it is. You will see your equal sign in your equation, and you'll see that there's an x term on the left and an x term on the right. Okay, so whenever you see this in an equation, you should always try to deal with those x's first. You can't really solve an equation very well while there are two x's in there. So your first job is to always try to collect up those x's to make one term. So to do that, we're always going to move them to the left. So we like to have our letters on the left. Okay? So there is a list of rules here to follow. It says expand the brackets if there are any, and a lot of the time yours won't. You'll see in these first ones there aren't any brackets, but there is one, the very last one I believe has a bracket in it. Collect all the pronumerals, and as I said, we're going to move them all to the left. And then we're going to do all of our opposites by adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing to get that pronumeral by itself to solve it. Okay, so I have got an 8x and a 6x. The one that is on the right, I don't want it over there on the right, so that's the 6x. So when you want to move a whole term, not just moving the 6, I want to move the 6 and the x. That is a positive term. So I'm going to subtract the whole term away. I'm going to minus 6x on both sides. Now, when you write them down, make sure they're underneath the other x ones. Okay, so I've written this one under the 8x, and I've written that one under the 6x. Okay, now I'm going to find out what is left. So I'll do 8x take away 6x. What's that? 2x. I also have the plus 5 sitting there. The reason I subtracted this 6x here is so it cancels out. So it's going to cross off and it's going to disappear. And all that's left on the right-hand side of my equal sign is the 11. Okay, so that little maneuver means that my equation now looks back to normal for what a two-step equation would be. I've got 1x here, and here are my two numbers to move away to solve the equation. Okay, that's what we're going to do. What do I do first? Which one? The 5. Good. The opposite is to minus the 5. So we'll get 2x equals 11 take away 5 is 6. Second step, get rid of the 2. How? Divide. Good. Divide 2. Get rid of those. X equals, final answer, 3. Okay, that's our process. Let's just do it a bunch more times. Question 2. You can see y and y. There's my y terms. I always want to move the one away from the right. I don't want that one, this y over here. I don't want it here. I want to get rid of it. Letters over on the left. So what do I do that's the opposite of that y? Like I did last time. Minus y. Good. I'm going to subtract the whole term away. Minus y here, minus y there, underneath the y's, so that this one cancels off. Okay, now we write down what's left. 4y take away y. Remember there's a sneaky little 1 in front of here? That's 4 take away 1, which is 3y. I also have the minus 2, then my equal sign, and then the 9. Okay, now it's a two-step equation. Here's my y, these are my 2 steps. 3 and the minus 2, which one go? Minus 2, what's my opposite? Yeah, so let's go plus 2. Get rid of that. 3y equals, oh, that's not very nice, 11. Okay, then my next step, divide by 3. Okay, and this is why I said it wasn't very nice, because 11 doesn't divide by 3 very nicely. So you can either leave it as 11 over 3, which is the improper fraction, or if it's in your calculator, you might turn it into a mixed numeral, which can be done. I'll show you. So you type in 11 over 3. There it is. If you press Shift SD, it will turn it into mixed numerals, 3 and 2/3. Most of the ones we do have whole number answers. Only the very occasional one that we're doing that doesn't work out nicely. Yes. No, either one's fine. All right, let's do it again. Question 3. So let's look at those x's. 2x over here and 5x over here on the right. I want to get rid of this one. What do I do? Minus 5x. So underneath, minus 5x here, minus 5x there. Underneath the x's to cancel off the 5x on the right. Okay, 2x take away 5x is, yes, good, negative 3x. So we can go into negative numbers. We still have the plus 9, and on the right-hand side, we still have the 3. Okay, two-step equation time. Here's my x, and these are my 2 steps. Which one goes first? 9. What do I do? Minus it. Good. Minus 9. Get rid of that. That leaves minus 3x equals, what's 3 take away 9? Minus 6. Good. What's my last step? Good. Dividing by a negative. And my answer is x equals 2. Well done. Question 4. Do you want to see if you can start it on your own? All right, have a go. Your first goal is to get rid of the 2a. Everyone managed to make their 2a disappear? Okay, I will show you. That's where I'm up to. So I subtract the 2a off. So 4a take away 2a, 2a plus 9 equals 3. Did we get there? Wonderful. Okay, let's solve the rest of it. Minus the 9. 2a equals negative 6. And then last step, divide the 2. A equals negative 3. Did any of you get all the way to the end without any help? Not quite? Yeah, yes? One? All right, let's do a couple more together then. Oh, question 5, yes. 3w and minus 2w. This is a little bit different because that's a minus 2w. If I want to get rid of this term, what can the opposite is? So I'm going to plus 2w here and on the other side to cancel off those 2w's. Now I'm adding 3w plus 2w makes 5w. I still have the 1 and that's equal to the 11. Okay, 2 steps to solve it. What's my first step? Yes. So 5w equals 10. What's my second step? Yeah. You already finished this one, Riley. Yeah, good job. I'm getting quite quick at these. W equals 2 is our answer. Just remember, all those lines of working out are worth marks on your test. Most of the equations, the one-step equations are only worth 1 mark, but everything else is worth 2 marks. So you'd be giving half marks for the opposite. What's that? Half of that. So lots of half marks if you can show, if you make a mistake early on, I still follow through to see if you've done the rest of it correctly. So maybe if the rest of it makes sense, yes. All right, question 6. What is my first move? So the 7m and the minus 3m. That's my first move. Plus the 3m, wonderful. What will that make? 10m and plus 2 equals 22. Okay, what's the next step? Yes. So we have 10m equals 20. Final step. Very good. M equals 2. All right, I think, oh no, I better do this next one. I was going to say I was going to let you guys try it. Do you think you can try that one? It's got a few extra minus signs in it. All right, I'll give you a head start. See if you can do number 7. The minus 6r, you need to get rid of that first. You're going to be adding 6r. Does anyone want to tell me what's left after you've done your r's? Anyone get something different? Is it minus r or plus r? It's positive. It should be positive. Yes, that's what you should have. Good. So you should be getting rid of the 12, so minus 12, minus 12. And then 7 take away 12 is? Negative 5. Yes, that was a little bit tricky because it had this minus 5 plus 6. That would be interesting. But then we only had one step equation to finish it. Not going to be two step equations. Okay, so question 8 is the hardest one because it has the brackets in there. But it's not going to be that bad. We just have to expand the brackets first, and then everything else will be the same. So remember to expand brackets. The 5 will times by each thing inside. 5 times 2x will be 10x. 5, and then there's a minus. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, then equals minus 9 plus 7x. Okay, so now it looks like all my other questions here from 1 to 7 are 10x over here and a 7x over there. So I have to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Minus 7x. What will be left? 3. 10 take away 7 is 3x. I also have the minus 30. Whoops, not 33, it's 30. And that's equal to negative 9. Okay, so the two-step equation now, what's next? Plus 30. The 30, yeah? I thought you said 3. Okay. And then we have 3x equals 21. And that's right. Divide your 3. That's right. So you can see equations, once you learn the moves of doing the opposites, and they don't get harder, just longer. More steps, but not harder. Okay, so on to exercise 9.